Of all the manufacturers who've turned around their image, fortunes and reputation in the last 20 years, Skoda is perhaps the most successful. Ever since Volkswagen took over, it's gone from strength to strength, becoming one of the most successful brands of reliable, well-made family cars on the continent. With crossovers being the car of choice for the public en masse today, it was only natural that Skoda would start producing its own SUV. Aside from the toe-in-the-water Yeti, the Kodiaq is their first proper try at this type of car. So, have they successfully made a rival to the likes of the Nissan X-Trail? Let's find out. The current Skoda design language is very svelte and sophisticated, in line with the rest of the Volkswagen Audi group. The Kodiaq wears this well and visually shares more with the premium end of its segment rather than the value brands. Based on the MQB platform that has become a staple of the Volkswagen Audi Group brands, the car is obviously very closely linked to the likes of the Audi Q5 and the Seat Ateca in terms of dimensions and overall shape. Despite being very roomy, it is surprisingly compact, being just 40mm longer than the Octavia. The entry-level engine is a 123 brake horsepower turbocharged 1.4 litre, powered by petrol. A pair of turbocharged engines make up the petrol range, with two diesels also available. A 2-litre TDI engine with 187 brake horsepower is the most powerful motor in the range. Our car is the turbo 1.4 litre, but with 148 brake horsepower coming from its 4 cylinders. This motor is our pick of the range and pulls the car along nicely. Despite being a big 7-seater crossover, it is very light and therefore feels a smidgen more sprightly than some of its competition. With a claimed combined 46.3 miles per gallon, the car is fairly economical and sits in the same ballpark as Nissan's X-Trail in that regard. The 1.6-litre 163 brake horsepower petrol engine in that range achieves 45.6 miles per gallon. Critically, the Kodiaq ticks an important box for a family SUV. It is very comfortable. It has a slightly different feel to, say, a Superb, with a more sporty edge behind the wheel. Overall, from a comfort perspective, it is on par with most of its rivals and doesn't roll or jar in corners. The steering is quite light, which can lead to a slight lack of confidence on the twisty roads, but is great in the city. Unless you opt for the economy-focused 123 brake horsepower engine, performance is plentiful for any heavy acceleration and motorway cruising. In this Sportline Kodiaq, the list of standard equipment is incredibly impressive. The headliner is the 9.2-inch touchscreen, which plays home to a Columbus sat-nav, DAB radio, USB connectors and 2 SD card readers. The infotainment system is great to use as a whole. The sat-nav is clear, crisp and exceedingly well detailed. There is also plentiful storage, such as here in the front armrest, and some nice touches with these umbrellas hidden in the front doors. If you want to know more on the interior of the car, our full written review on the Skoda Kodiaq is available by clicking the link above. With a massive 2,065 litres of space with the rear seats folded down, there's no questioning the practicality of the Kodiaq. The 7-seat layout is great if you have children to ferry around, and in 5-seat mode, the headroom and general space of the second row of seats is very impressive and provides the Kodiaq with an advantage over its rivals. The roomy feel throughout the car also makes it a very comfortable long-distance driver. Practicality is a key factor within car buying. Find out more on passenger legroom, boot space and more in the full written review here. The car we have here would set you back just under £34,500, including £1,200 worth of options, with a rather nice uprated sound system. However, the bottom end of the range can be purchased for £20,720. The S-Spec with the 123 brake horsepower version of the 1.4 and front-wheel drive is a good option for those who need at the expense of speed. A well-equipped car with the engine we have here can be comfortably purchased for less than £28,000, which by all accounts is good value in this sector. Click the link above for more pricing options on the Skoda Kodiaq. The stellar reputation Skoda now carries is certainly warranted, and no doubt the Czech manufacturer's increased focus on SUVs and crossovers will concern some competitors. the Kodiaq is a very impressive first attempt and is a worthy alternative to cars such as the Nissan X-Trail. If you'd like to watch more videos like this one, click here. If you'd like to learn more about the Skoda Kodiaq, click here. And to keep updated on all our latest videos, click the link below to subscribe to our YouTube channel.